special edition of GameSpot TV, we have our holiday buying guide. We run down the best picks for the PC, N64, Dreamcast,
barely gets it off on sideline,
and find out which PlayStation and PlayStation 2 games you need to know about this holiday season. Stick around, it's game time.
Hello and welcome to GameSpot TV. I'm Adam Sessler.
And I'm Kate Botello. As you can see, the holidays are upon us once again, so we're trying to figure out what kind of cool prezzies we're going to give our gamer friends this year.
Yeah, considering how many platforms there are and how many games there are available for them, it can be a little bit difficult to find that perfect gaming gift for your perfect gaming buddy.
Yeah, like what about your Dreamcast buddy? Sega's had a great year for the Dreamcast with some really unique titles like Seaman, Space Channel 5, and Echo the Dolphin.
And now Sega nets out, which allows you to share in your gaming experiences with people all over the world. And, well, that's what the holidays are all about.
Sharing? Yes. Then let's share some more.
If you're in the giving spirit and are looking for some hot Dreamcast titles, here's what's on our list. Got rhythm? Want to prove it? Move over, Ricky Martin. It's time to start playing Samba de Amigo. This Latin-flavored music game is a sure way to add a little picante to anyone's living room. Samba de Amigo is best played with Sega's peripheral maracas. While they're expensive, around $80 for one set, they're worth it. Here's how you play. As you listen to one of Samba's catchy tunes, you shake your maracas at specified areas on the screen. Score points by keeping in rhythm in the right spots and striking a pose. Samba de Amigo is sure to heat up any New Year's Eve party. The approach of New Year's means, what else? The Super Bowl is coming up and there's no way to get in the spirit like playing a great football game. For the football fan in your life, NFL 2K1 for the Dreamcast is your #1 draft choice. Run, throw, tackle, and spin your way down the field with motion-captured precision. NFL 2K1's details are dead on with stunning graphics and sound, from the crack of helmets to notes from the commentators.
he was able to run his pattern, turn his head for a second, and know that the ball would be right there for the kick.
NFL 2K1 also works with up to 4 players on one console and lets you go head-to-head with other teams online. It's a great way to test out team rivalries and is a sure score for football fans.
Get ready.
If your loved one prefers a controlled throw counter to a plain old tackle, all done by burly men and women in skimpy outfits, Dead or Alive 2 is for you. DOA 2 is a powerful fighting game that requires skill and finesse to play to its full potential. You can duke it out in a variety of gorgeous environments inside and out. Thanks to the multi-tiered levels, you can throw your opponent from the side of a building and keep fighting when you get to the bottom. DOA 2's details are rich and well-drawn with beautifully animated characters and is a must-have for fighting game fans. If you're looking for a more civilized sporting gift, there's always tennis, but this isn't just any tennis, it's Virtua Tennis. You can play as a real-life tennis player facing increasingly tough opponents across the world, or train in a variety of unique environments. Virtua Tennis has a simple control scheme and is easy to just pick up and play. This would make a great stocking stuffer for anyone on your list. But be careful. 21st century Pong is addictive and you may not see your friend again for a long time. If you're looking for a beautiful cinematic gift for the Dreamcast, you can't beat Shenmue. It's about Ryo, a young man trying to solve the mystery of his father's murder. Shenmue plays like an adventure game, and thanks to its full reactive eyes engine, Ryo can interact with everything and everyone he sees. In between plot-driven scenes, Ryo keeps himself busy with classic Sega arcade games. Keep your wits about you. Ryo faces quick-timed events that require a split-second reaction and uses his best martial arts skills against 70 thugs in succession. With its gorgeous interactive backgrounds and engrossing story, Shenmue will keep anyone happily occupied.
Tell you what, I'm looking forward to spending some long, cold winter nights with Shenmue myself.
Well, I was really looking forward to basking from the fire playing the Dreamcast version of Half-Life, but unfortunately it's been delayed until 2001.
Well, everybody on the GameSpot TV staff has put their wish lists on the website, so come check them out.
Yes, you might get some ideas of your own. Can I open this now?
No.
Coming up on GameSpot TV. Whether you're into first-person shooters or good action narrative, there's something for everyone in our holiday picks for the PC.
Welcome back to GameSpot TV's Holiday Buying Guide. Now, we know there's all different kinds of gamers in the world. Some people like console games, some people like PC games.
And there's been quite a few good PC titles that have come out this year.
Yeah, Diablo 2, Escape from Monkey Island.
There was Homeworld Cataclysm, a really good add-on pack, and I was quite surprised with how good Star Trek Voyager Elite Force was.
So the problem isn't really so much with the games, just having a computer fast enough to run most of them.
No, it's a very good point. Can I open this now?
No.
If you know a PC gamer, then you know they're a picky gamer. But here are some picks to please even the pickiest player. Even though it's been out for a while, just about any PC gamer would love to receive this must-have title, Ion Storm's Deus Ex. This game places you as an operative of a United Nations police force battling shadowy organizations in a very troubled near future. Deus Ex is an excellent title for a rookie gamer that wants to experience a more involving and challenging game, as well as any hardcore gamer that hasn't tried it yet. The game uses role-playing elements that don't bog down the experience with character management. This raises it well above the usual run-and-kill style of first-person shooters. One thing to consider, though, is that the game does demand quite a lot of a PC's resources. If you're looking for a new title for the burgeoning or established strategy gamer, it's Sacrifice. Part real-time strategy, part straight action, this game forces the player to engage in fast-paced tactical battles encased in a wonderfully realized fantasy setting. The game is a novel introduction to the real-time strategy style of gaming, with its third-person perspective and intuitive controls, although it may be overwhelming to one new to PC gaming. While the game is among the most visually impressive ever, it uses a scalable engine that adjusts to the power of an individual PC to maintain a consistent frame rate. Also, the game is designed for online play, which promises a longer residence in one CD-ROM drive. One game that will easily find a warm berth in any role-playing gamer's heart is Baldur's Gate 2. This sequel takes what made the first game work and refines it into what is considered the finest role-playing experience to date. Taking place in the advanced Dungeons & Dragons Forgotten Realms, Baldur's Gate 2 offers hours and hours of play in sumptuously articulated fantasy environments. The game will be familiar to anyone who has played other Black Isle titles and offers a tutorial for the uninitiated. Having said that, be forewarned, the game is not for the easily frustrated, as it is quite difficult in many places. Nonetheless, this is one of the finest crafted games of the year and should be appreciated by any devoted gamer. Those who yearn for an alternative to such commitment-minded games can find freedom with Motocross Madness 2. This motocross racing game is a highly addictive one, with 70 environments and an unbelievably wild physics engine. Any gamer of any level can find ways to appreciate the game with its gorgeous graphics detailing the environments. Furthermore, animations of the bike and rider itself make watching the over-the-top crashes just as fun as landing a string of unbelievable combos. The game is an excellent title for anyone who just wants something to have fun with, but its online multiplayer options and number of competition categories complement the player who gets more involved. One note, the game does play better with the peripheral rather than just with the mouse and keyboard. The one PC game this year that can stuff the stockings for the hardcore and the occasional gamer alike is The Sims. This is from the group that gave us SimCity, and it focuses on the micromanagement of virtual suburbanites. You control their time management and hygiene, as well as attend to their emotional well-being while supervising relationships with others.
Oh, voila.
The limited graphical demand and open-ended quality of the play make the game accessible to many people who might like to have something interactive and fun on their computer. For those who already purchased the game, the new expansion pack, Live in Large, provides a wide array of new furnishings and character skins to give more life to an already vibrant gaming experience. Coming up on GameSpot TV, we run down our picks for the N64 this holiday season. Mario, anyone?
Welcome back to GameSpot TV's Holiday Buying Guide.
Now, the N64 has been quite a maligned system in many people's eyes, though I have to admit, personally, I think it's put out some of the best games for any console ever.
And there's plenty of great games to tide you over until the Nintendo GameCube comes out.
Can I open this one?
No.
So, a loved one has an N64, the holiday season is rapidly approaching, and you wouldn't know a good Nintendo cartridge from a hole in your head. Well, relax. We have several suggestions to put you on the right track. Speaking of tracks, Excite Bike 64 is the choice for the racing game fan on your gift list. It features 20 different tracks, and each course gives way to another that's more twisty and bumpy than the last. Players can choose from 6 different racers with varying strengths and weaknesses. The level editor allows players to customize and save their own tracks. Visually, the game looks awesome, whether it's dirt and mud flying from the waterlogged muck, riders falling off their bikes, or flying over the other riders. The details are so good you'll find your bones aching with each landing. All told, Excite Bike 64 is an excellent rebirth of the Excite Bike franchise, and it'll wrap up real nicely for the speed demon in your life. For more refined tastes, surprise, Mario Tennis is one of the best tennis games around. The game comes with 14 selectable characters, plus a few hidden characters ready for battle on center court. Along with the usual tennis moves, there are lobs, backhands, crossovers, forehands, and volleys. Mario Tennis offers a solid multiplayer mode to back up the single-player mode. Players can test their skills at doubles or singles and try their luck out in different modes and on different court surfaces. For example, players can take part in the Piranha Challenges service return game, participate in the Ring Challenge aiming exercises, or just enjoy a hearty match on Bowser's Tilt and Tumble stage. Simply put, Mario Tennis offers the forgiving fun of arcade gameplay and enough variations to keep players coming back for more.
Pikachu!
If you, or someone you know, is a Pokemon or Tetris fan, Pokemon Puzzle League is a fine choice for this holiday season, but be careful, it's highly addictive. Players are given a Tetris-like field full of colored blocks, which they must arrange into horizontal or vertical lines of 3 or more, all the while rows of blocks are being pushed up from the bottom. If the blocks aren't cleared out before the field fills up, it's curtains. In addition to single or multiplayer options, the game offers various modes of play. Pokemon Puzzle League is a good choice for the puzzler who has everything, especially an N64 console. For the swashbuckler in your life, Majora's Mask is a must-have game for role-playing and action purists. Link is back, and he's been given an ultimatum: save the world in 3 days or it will be destroyed. At the heart of the game's main quest lie 4 dungeons, which are just as puzzle-laden as those found in Ocarina of Time. However, some of the puzzles are much tougher this time around, making for more challenging gameplay. There are more than 20 different masks for Link to wear, each giving him different abilities. There are 3 main beings that Link can actually turn into for powers and certain abilities: Deku Nuts, Gorons, and the Zora. Majora's Mask is a great gift for the friend or family member with a healthy attention span and an adventurous spirit. And finally, for the grown-up gamer with a penchant for shooting things, Perfect Dark succeeds where GoldenEye did, but goes even farther into completely new dimensions of gameplay. With more than 24 missions for single-player mode and several new multiplayer options, this game is a must-have. Players assume the identity of Joanna Dark, a sci-fi spy. Her mission is to save the good aliens from the bad aliens. The ever-present and intelligent enemies are foes to be reckoned with. They work together in covering one another, and they'll even wait for Joanna to return to a room rather than chasing her down. Perfect Dark is nearly perfect and a great choice for the fan of nail-biting action and suspense.
Coming up on GameSpot TV, there are lots of titles out for the PlayStation 1 and the new PlayStation 2. We give you a few gift ideas for this holiday season.
Welcome back to GameSpot TV's Holiday Buying Guide. I'm Adam Sessler. Now, we think with the release of the PlayStation 2 that we've seen the last of good games for the PlayStation 1, but that's definitely not the case. Even this year, we've seen some great games, like Vagrant Story and Ape Escape, and there's still good titles that are in development, like Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX. So I think it's safe to say it's not over for our good friend. Now I'm just gonna see what's inside of this.
Don't open that.
It's the year of the sequel in PlayStation Land, showing that when you have a good thing going, what's so wrong with having more of the same? This year, nothing says more better than Tony Hawk 2, the follow-up to the blockbuster hit of last year. New skaters? This game's got it. New levels? How about larger levels? And if that's not enough, you can make your own skate park with the level editor. The game controls just as well as its predecessor and adds a number of new trick variations that allows you to link combos for higher scores. The Tony Hawk engine is so good that its developers even built a Spider-Man game around it. Arguably the best comic book turned video game ever made, Spider-Man should not be missed by anyone looking for a good old-fashioned action game. You know the drill anyway. You're Peter Parker trying to defend your fair city of New York from a slew of baddies with superpowers. But you've got skills of your own, so getting past these guys should be a breeze.
Whatever you are trying is useless, Spider-Man.
I know, you came. There isn't much time. Follow me and watch your back. Militia are everywhere.
For those needing a first-person shooter, look no further than Medal of Honor Underground. You play Manon, a French rebel-turned-OSS agent who faces off against the Third Reich in World War II.
Try to keep up.
Like Medal of Honor before it, Underground shows how a PlayStation first-person shooter should be made. The game scheme is easy to master, weapon control is responsive, and the enemy AI puts up one heck of a fight. But what really grabs you is the sound. Weapon sound effects have never sounded so accurate, and the soundtrack is engaging and suspenseful. If you're looking for an RPG to stuff a stocking, leave it to Squaresoft to meet your sword-slashing spell-casting needs. There's Chrono Cross, a title that will keep your gamer locked in his room until Groundhog Day. It's an adventure entailing lost identity, interdimensional travel, and impending Armageddon. Who could ask for more? Finally, no PlayStation holiday list would be complete without that particular number 9. Final Fantasy 9, that is. Any RPG fan on your gift list will tell you this is the one to get. The story is deep, the characters are involving, and the gameplay runs like a dream. As the last Final Fantasy on the PS1, 9 goes out with a bang.
We can't talk about the PlayStation 1 without at least paying some attention to the PlayStation 2. Now, of course, we know that most of you don't have one yet, so just think of this as something to look forward to.
For those of you with loved ones who braved the long lines to get a PlayStation 2, reward their hard work and dedication with the 2 must-own PlayStation 2 titles. For the football lover in your life, Madden 2001 is the way to go. It follows the reliable formula of previous Madden games and also takes advantage of the capabilities of the PlayStation 2. What results is a football game that's so real that it would be safe to call it a simulator. That might throw off the player at first, but in the long run, the realism will be much appreciated. Not only is the gameplay true to life, but so are the graphics. The players look so real, they're recognizable, and even the helmet lighting alone is worth salivating over. You'd be hard-pressed to find another title out there that captures the football experience more truthfully and accurately than Madden 2001. A definite must-own on any PS2 shopping list is SSX. This is the best all-around launch title of the PlayStation 2. It's a snowboarding game that executes a perfect balance between racing and performing tricks. Execute a trick, and an adrenaline boost is given, a must for overtaking opponents. While the game's courses are out of this world, there's more than meets the eye. Though the initial track is standard fare, things start to get crazy before the player knows it. Shortcuts abound and must be used in order to have any chance in winning. And don't worry about fights over the controller. The two-player feature ensures that not one person will be hogging the television during the holidays. Graphically, SSX is one of the most dynamic PS2 titles. Everything from the course details to the character designs are well done. With every element coming together, SSX makes for a title that any gamer in your life will want to play again and again.
For another look at all the games we've recommended, come on by the GameSpot TV website.
And while you're there, make sure you take our Best of GameSpot TV 2000 poll.
That's right, the end of the year is rapidly coming, and so that means we want you to tell us which was your favorite of our Spotlight segments.
Yes, was it the good and the bad, the ugly? Or perhaps it was Beats for Geeks, or maybe our Seaman feature.
The segment that wins the most votes is going to show up on the Best of 2000 episode.
So, until next time.
Oh, actually, got you a little present.
Oh, goody, 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 goody. Yes, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, it's the Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen game. This is perfect. This is going to go so well with my John Stamos Moose application simulation.
Yay.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Guess somebody here didn't go to bow school.
I'm good with bows. I just had a bad bow moment. God.